Howdy everybody, it's Amy from Amy's Sparkly Diamond Painting. How are you doing? It's Saturday evening. I just finished a short review of my new Craft Day butterfly kit. I'm not sure though if that successfully got uploaded. There's a story there. I'll probably do it again if it didn't. Really enjoyed the kit. Came up with a really pretty diamond painting in the end. So thank you to New Craft Day for that. But that's not what we're here for tonight. I have been alone in the house for most of the day. Both kids have been working. My youngest got off work early, but then went out to the card store. There's a gaming and card store in town, and he plays a game that all his friends gather for in the evenings on Saturday. So he went to do that. Other kiddo gets off work at midnight, and my hubby left early this morning for the RC car races and is still gone. And it's like almost 8 o'clock at night. They had 2 races going because a previous one was canceled due to weather. So that means I've been alone all day with nobody to talk to, and that has made me feel a little bit lonely. But since I finished a project and I got all excited with the unboxing of the one with the diamond art, I knew that I had this little cloud hanging over me that I needed to deal with. I've also been working on my project for, I should just start doing stuff instead of just talking, but I have a dog that's begging for petting over here, so one of my hands is sitting here petting a dog. So I am finishing kitting up of a project that I started kitting up a few weeks ago and then set aside. But because of my inventory project and everything and how I'm changing how I'm storing stuff and everything, I really need to get this kitted up. So this is my Josephine Wall that I bought from the one with the diamond art, the black and white canvas that I had not started. This is Earth Angel. And I'm not sure I'm going to start it right now, because I really want to try one of the printed canvases, the Jacoby art one, because I saw a video just today from the Principal Painter. She's another diamond painting channel that I subscribe to, and she unboxed another Jacoby art of the same size and about the same number of colors. Hers was 199, but she had some fairy dust or whatever, glimmer drills, whatever they call them. I did not. It was kind of expensive, so I went for the regular option. But she's doing it as kind of a PR deal, as a deal with the company, and she was looking for other people to maybe join in or do the same one. She has a really cool owl one, and it wasn't available when I ordered mine, or I probably would have gotten that one, but I still like the one I got. So she is going to start that soon, and was wondering if anybody else out there wanted to join her. And I thought, oh, it's tempting. I had just unboxed one of the other ones yesterday. So because of storage issues, and I didn't like having this kind of sit halfway done here, I wanted to at the very least kit this up tonight, so I could put the labels on, box it up, put it away properly, and then I will probably start the other one, plus work on in between some of the others that I'm trying to finish. We'll get there eventually. I'm a multi-whipper, which for those of you that are running into this and don't know what that is, that's work in progress. So yes, I'm a multi-whipper. So what I'm doing here, this one has over 200 colors. Usually the ones for Josephine Wall range from 230 to... Sorry about that. I'm breathing some moisture into the bag, because some of these are coming out a bit staticky, not enough to deal with in a big way. Well, maybe. Let's see. Can I grab it? Yes, I can. I keep my box of dryer sheets really close. This one may need the dryer sheet treatment here. So anyway, I'm starting out just kitting this by DMC number, because that's kind of how it's sorted in the bags. These don't have symbols on them. I'm using these stickers here because I have several sets of these. I bought like 2 sets for my spare drills, But then the containers I found for this particular project, I like the screw top tubes better than the Tic Tac containers. So I got these off of Amazon, and I will show you here because I have the other half of them still in the box. They came in boxes of 2, and each one of these holds, I think, 60. So this is 120 there with the other 2 makes it 240. So these are from the company Forever Young. I got these on Amazon, but they came with free stickers. So they came with 2 packs, as a matter of fact. So I have these stickers like you wouldn't believe, since the company that I bought the other sets from on Amazon were the same company. So they do put their branding on the top of these, and they include 2 sets of these stickers with each one. So pretty cool if you want DMC stickers, because you don't have to buy them. You just buy the storage containers and get them as a bonus. So if you haven't seen me do this before, the way I get rid of static is I pour the drills onto a dryer sheet and then move it around a little bit and then pour them into the container. Now usually there's an intermediate step, but I was a little lazy there. I'll pour them into a tray first because there's a wider area for your target, and then I pour them into the container. But when I first started kitting this up, I wasn't feeling well that day, so I started kitting it up on the couch, and it wasn't going very well. The logistics of trying to kit up all these diamonds while sitting on a couch, it just wasn't working. So I was hoping that sitting at a table would make this go faster, because I think I worked over an hour and didn't get very far with that. So for the Josephine walls that I have done in the past, I like to kit up by color. Except for these black and white canvases, because there is no color showing on them, so it's hard to find what you're looking for by color. They might get rearranged and re-stickered or somehow labeled with symbol. But usually, like the Diamond Painting Deutschland ones, I kit those up by color because it's easier for me to find what I'm looking for. Because although I do know DMC numbers okay, I don't know it well enough that I would be able to look at a symbol, look at a list, say, oh, that's 523. Well, I guess if it were numbered, never mind, ignore that. I guess if it were numbered in order rather than color, I could probably find them that way. So these may end up staying this way. I'm not sure completely. It's just what I had at the time when I wasn't feeling well, and I thought, well, at the very least, I can pour them into bottles with the right DMC number. So let's just start there. And for this purpose, since I don't think I'm going to start this one right away, although I'm torn, I feel like I should give the one with the diamond art another chance on the Josephine Wall. But so far, after my video from yesterday, I've heard from a couple people that have left comments that said they gave up on theirs. And I did kind of give up on my first one. And they were saying that they got better printing of the canvases. They've tried to improve that, but I'm not sure that I got one of those yet. So it looked very much like the other one with a lot of those same symbols. So that's why I thought, well, I'll give them another chance. So I placed the order for the Jacoby arts because they had around 200 colors. And it's a nice gray. And the canvas is colored. So, and it's regular symbols. Well, I guess the other one had alphabets and other things as well. But the symbols are a lot more easier, I think, to read, just based on what I've seen so far. So I really think that even though I'm kitting this crazy thing up, I'm going to put it away and then do this all over again probably tomorrow. But with 200 colors instead of 230 or whatever this one is. I forget the exact amount. Boy, that one fit perfectly. I've only had 2 colors that were more than what I had here, 414 and 160. So those are going to have to sit off to the side. Let's see, 543. That's a small amount, but that one does look a little staticky, so we'll do the trick here. So I'll check in with everybody. How you doing? This is a much quieter weekend, at least for our part of the world, weather-wise. Hopefully things are settling down. For any of you in Houston, I do feel for you. I grew up in Houston. I've been through several power outages from hurricanes and all that. My parents still live in Houston, but luckily they live around the Spring area. Not quite into Spring, but a little west of there. And they didn't run into any problem. I looked up their zip code and saw that only 4% of their zip code was without power the next day. And my mom let me know. She's more of a Facebook Messenger type, and she let me know that all was okay at their house, no troubles. So that was good for them and good for the house, because my parents did flood in Harvey, and that's the house I grew up in. They're still in it. They at one point had used that house as a rental house and moved into another house, but then my dad has retired and they had all sorts of trouble with renters, so they decided it was in their best option to just go back and sell the other house and live in that house. So that's what they've done. So they're still living in my childhood home. We moved there when I was just under 8 years old, and we had been there up until the time I left for college and then got my professional jobs. So it's still very much home to me, so I'm glad to know that the home is okay. Harvey was a big mess for them. They got 3 feet of water in the house, or close to it, and we had never flooded in the many years that we had lived there leading up to that. So it was pretty sad. A lot of memories gone, but those are just things, and we move on. So my parents have refixed up the house. It looks nice and all is back to normal, but the neighborhood really changed a lot because a lot of people sold their houses for cash rather than trying to fix them up. And so it's a bit different than it used to be. Not necessarily bad, just very different people. So all the parents of the kids that I grew up with, a lot of them have left and moved on. And so it's a different place. I still like to go back every once in a while though and check it all out. Most of the old restaurants and everything. When I grew up, that was a suburb north of Houston. It hadn't been absorbed by Houston. And I could ride my bike through the woods to get to the little bitty grocery store that sold candy and other stuff. And those woods are long gone. There's still some around. And there is a creek behind my parents' house. I used to take the dog for walks down to the creek and see all the critters. It was railroad tracks through there, so it was kind of fun as a kid to do those things that my parents didn't know I was doing, because, you know, going in the woods was not a good thing when I was a kid, but boy, I sure enjoyed it. Shh, don't tell my mom. Anyway, they're doing okay, but I know that a lot of Houston is not, and lost a lot of power, a lot of trees down, more deaths out there. It was kind of an ugly experience. So, all that to say, I hope everybody else is doing okay. I hope those in Houston are making the best of what they can and getting through the cleanup and banding together with friends and family, because that's really the best way to get through those type of events, is find friends or family that are willing to help. And the faster you can do the cleanup, the more that life can start going back to normal. But my mom still has PTSD from heavy rain and big storms, so I get a lot of messages from her. I don't always pay attention to the weather down there because I'm worrying about our weather, and once it gets east of here, I don't worry about it as much, but my mom will let me know when things start to get dicey out there, and she'll ask me, how are things going? Do I need to worry? But she does still worry quite a bit with flooding, even though that was a once in a lifetime, hopefully, storm. Most aren't causing any trouble for their neighborhood. So that's my weather talk for the night. The dog talk. The dogs are finally quiet because it's after dark. I was getting a little frustrated with them. They're right before sunset when the deer were coming to visit. And we have a javelina family that's been visiting out here. If you don't know what javelinas are, they're in the same family as pigs, but they're not pigs. They're a little bit smaller than, say, a feral hog. And they have a white ring of fur kind of around their neck. That's one of the ways you can tell. They're pretty cute because they are a little bit smaller. But even though they're cute, they do have tusks, and they are territorial and protective of their young. So we had a javelina family stop by the other night because we have outdoor cats. So there's usually cat food around. And they really like cat food, apparently. So they show up on our front porch a lot after dark. But they showed up even before dark with a mama and a daddy and a baby. And my dog saw it and, of course, ran outside. We have a chain link fence, so they could see them on the other side of the fence. And the mama and the baby just ran off. But, boy, that daddy was protective and was trying to charge at the fence a little bit. But luckily, it's a very strong fence. And the dogs are fine, but I don't think they do any harm to cats because cats kind of leave them alone. Pouring too fast from this, and they're pouring over the top there. Let's slow down a little. This is one of my Add More Zest trays, and I like it for kitting up because it has this little shelf here that keeps you, if you're in a hurry and trying to spill too fast, it keeps you from dumping them over the top. I think I can fit the rest in there, but whoop, unless I throw them on the floor. Oh, hold on just a second. Sorry about that, but I've learned to not leave things on the floor because my dog might eat them. Oh boy. All sorts of fun. That's why I don't like to move after I get set. So, man, you're watching me make all sorts of mess. So I can't complain if I run out of a couple colors on this one because it might have been my own doing here. But that's okay because this is a square drill and I have a big stash of square drills. But I've always been a square drill person. It's only more recently that I've been doing more round drills. And I'm finding that actually I kind of like them, especially after the butterfly that I just finished. I do kind of like the less pressure, I guess, that you get with the round drills. So anyway, I'm digressing so many times. This is fun. I'm trying to think of various things to say, and it's leading me all down all kinds of rabbit holes. So, yes, about my square drill. I don't worry as much if I lose a few square drills because I have a pretty good stash because of my cross-stitch conversion. So I have probably about 3 or 4 boxes worth still of Art Dot square drills that I have in storage boxes that I can easily find. I was worried about this. I thought maybe I could fit this one in, and I still think I can, but I'm making a bit of a mess because this particular color was staticky. So if I run out, I'll let you guys remind me later. If I run out of 644, it was my own doing because I probably lost about 10 drills at least just in trying to get them. Okay, make that 13. Boy, that particular color was a bit of age. They're just jumping. There is a lot of static in these. So anyway, no big deal because I'll be able to fix that. But for round drills, I don't have a big stash of spares. I do have some in one of the large, like 200 bottle. This one's not going to fit. I know that. I have a 200 bottle, 220, whatever they are, Art Dot storage that I have my rounds in, and those are all leftovers from more premium kits for the budget kits, I usually toss them because they're not that good quality, unless they are. So the quality is getting better and better with budget kit drills. So if they are, I will go ahead and save them. But I do have one Art Dot box of rounds that's like 200 only in each package, which 200 would probably help out if I was short a few for a couple colors, but it wouldn't be enough to do a whole lot with. So that bag was too big. So I know these are random that I'm picking them out. I have 2 bags here, and I've just been kind of reaching in and grabbing a bunch. Let me put them off to this side. And so they're all out of order. But that's okay, because when I started doing this on the couch, it was just the most comfortable way of doing it. So, boy, I'm finding those little off-white diamonds everywhere. And a lot of times, I guess it's the hopeful spirit in me. Whenever I find a drill that's lost, I'll just dump it in the container that's holding my little containers, and I keep thinking, well, I've got them, so in the end, if I do run out, I can go through the ones that I've collected that way. But I never have. So, oh, even this one is staticky. So let's do this the right way here. Dump them all, shake them around. So that's round drills. I've been doing more of those. I'm ready to get going on one of my bigger projects because I have too many. That's one good thing about doing my inventory that I was working on the last couple days, and I'm taking a break from it today because I wanted to diamond paint. Well, I'm not diamond painting doing this either, am I? But one way to keep yourself from buying new ones is to remind yourself of what you already have. So I did survive today without any purchases. I know Dreamer Designs and Diamond Art Club come out with theirs every Saturday, and I successfully held off again. So nothing new to show you from them coming up. But I didn't count the numbers yet, but I finished all my premium and boxes and tubes. I have made sure they were in my Gems Flow app, and I have also logged them on a sheet of paper, most of the pertinent information. And that sheet of paper, I've tried to start categorizing them, because I mentioned that for a stash video, it would be too long, and the logistics would be too difficult to pull all those canvases out of those boxes and put them back, and I can't picture myself enjoying that. To do it all at once. I would enjoy sharing it in smaller doses, so that's why I'm going through the inventory, making sure I have everything listed, and I'm picking a category for them. And then once I categorize them, then I can do a series of videos of different categories. But it's been interesting because I thought I had all these categories, and how was I going to figure that out? Blah, 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 all that stuff. Well, it turns out that I really don't. I tend to have a very limited style, I guess, in diamond paintings that I bought up until this point, which is making me think that I need to rethink that, because I have so many ocean ones. I have so many landscapes, butterflies, and animals. That's like the 4 categories, that it's time for me to branch out a little bit. Maybe I should try a portrait of some kind. And if so, do you guys have any recommendations? I've never tried any of the Hannah Lynn's, or I can't even tell you all the, trying to make a mess again, all the names of some of the portrait style, the princesses, Mandy Manzano's, all the different artists out there that do the people. I tend to not diamond paint people, although I have a couple in my stash of ones that are kind of like the fairy that I finished that was a budget. I have a couple of those type, and I did hold off on the butterfly fairy one that Diamond Art Club had last week. It's still in stock, but it looked too close to another one that I already had from the Bella Safina, and that one was 100 colors. So I didn't buy the Diamond Art Club one, but I know Jaded Gem Shop has all the princess panels, or the princesses, but I'm not into Disney, so that makes that a bit tough. So, do you guys have any recommendations? What should I add to my stash? What should I try? Because I feel like I have a lot of flowers, landscapes, animals, butterflies, ocean. I need something else in there, I think. I only have a couple holiday. I have one Halloween Diamond Art Club one, and that was purchased. It's a cat on the pumpkin, and that was done to add a second one to my cart, really, to help with the free shipping. That's the only reason I got that one, so that if I did decide to do drills and chills or something this year, I'd have one. So I do have one Halloween. I think I have like 3 Christmas themed ones. I have one of the town scenes. I have one of the toy shop scenes. I don't remember the names of them. Oh, and a more interesting one I have, because I bought it last year and I love beaches and beach themes. Diamond Art Club did have that beach Christmas tree last year, and I bought that one. So I know that for a lot of places in the southern hemisphere, Christmas comes around in the summer, and so snow and everything doesn't make sense for them for a Christmas theme. So I really liked the beach Christmas tree, even though I don't live down under. I thought it was really cool. So I do have that one as well. So I do have a few holiday type canvases, but not very many. I do have a large number. The largest are Diamond Art Club, and a lot of these were purchased in the year and a half or so before I started a YouTube channel, so you haven't seen a lot of them. But I did start out oohing and awing all about Diamond Art Club once I started one of their kits and was like, oh, these are nice. So they are nice, but there's only so many you can buy. So I still look, but something's got to really grab my attention for me to want one of the premium ones from their Dreamer Designs. I feel like I need to give more love to. I thought I had more from them than I did. It turns out it was only like 7 or 8. A couple of them are really big, but I didn't have as many as I thought. I had like 4 from Crystal Canvas Art Designs from their sale last year. But I've been working on the Puppy Rainbow one. I've showed it a couple months ago, but you didn't see it last month because I can't find the drills. I know they're somewhere. I've been working through this inventory process, so I know I'm going to run into them because I'm most of the way done. So maybe I can finish that one. But I have 4 from Crystal Canvas Art Designs. I have some Make Markets and some Diamond Dots. I have a couple of my Diamond Painting Deutschlands that are my Josephine Walls, and the one with the diamond art. Now I have 4 of theirs. And Bella Safina, I have 2. One of them is about halfway done though. And I do like those, but she does rounds. I was on her website again the other day looking around. Still didn't find anything new that I'd like, because I do have a 20% discount. If you join her mailing list and everything, you do get a 20% discount code to use, like a one-time deal. but I still haven't found anything. Bella Art de Nicole, I've looked a few times. I haven't looked lately though. I do like to support small shops, but because I am so limited on what I seem to like to buy, I haven't found any of theirs yet to try. And I've looked at Oraloa as well, and nothing has grabbed me from them yet. Distracted by Diamonds on Etsy, I've looked there. Haven't found anything there. I think I'm just getting to the point where I realize I'm full up on what I can do for the next 3 years. So I really need to really like something before I buy it. But with you guys supporting my channel now, maybe I should branch out and try something that you guys would like to see that I wouldn't normally buy myself. That's why I tried that mystery kit from the one with the diamond art. I've done the mystery with Jaded Gem Shop. Oh, that's another one that I should mention in the stores that I buy from. I ordered a couple from Jade actually a couple weeks ago. Of course, they take 2 to 3 months to arrive, but I ordered a couple Van Goghs because she is good for masters, old masters paintings on her site. So I did get a couple more of those to go with my Van Gogh theme, because I am enjoying that. And it's probably going to go on for 2 years before I switch artists to another one, because I have so much. But I continue to work through some of those, and they usually show up at my end of the month, and I will have a final end of the year what I got done. But I'm enjoying learning all about Van Gogh. But anyway, where was I going with that? So I got a couple from Jaded Gem Shop, and I do have one of the mysteries from her that was I let her pick a master's painting, and I know what it is, and it is a very nice one. So I am enjoying that. So I like the idea maybe of somebody else picking for me, which is why I've been back to the Amazon blind boxes for the more discount things. And boy, the viewership on those things is crazy. I never expected that. So my 2 top performing videos right now are both of my Amazon blind box unboxings. But the trouble with buying those back to back is that you might end up with a lot of the same paintings. So even though they're very popular, I may have to hold off again for a few months before I can show too many of those. I do have a couple of things coming from Temu, but it seems like I'm overloaded with diamond paintings. And so when I look, I'm just not seeing things that really grab my attention. Now the ones I do have though from Temu that are coming are equivalents to Paint Gem. So Make Market came out with some, and I've really enjoyed some of those. I do give Paint Gem some love. I do have some of theirs. Got nothing against Paint Gem, but I do know that they are expensive, and I want to show people some budget options, because I know I'm feeling the pain of inflation and the cost, even though it may not sound like that if I'm talking about all these Diamond Art Club paintings and you're seeing all these unboxings and everything. But some of these things I've ordered in the past, and they've been sitting. Oops, that's 307. That is actually 370. It's hard to talk and chew gum at the same time. It's also hard to get up and talk at the same time. So those purchases have definitely slowed down, and in the past 6 months I've been more budget purchasing. All that to say that Temu has a couple kits that are versions of Paint Gem, and I bought a couple sets that are equivalent to the Paint Gem sets that I have, because I didn't look that closely. I didn't pull my Paint Gems out to see if they exactly match, but I'm curious if they are the same exact pictures or if they are different, because I'm hoping they're different so you can add to your collection. Maybe they're the same size. I'm not sure. I didn't look that closely Either I just said, ooh, minis, and grabbed them. So I'm going to be checking those out with you guys when they show up. 762. So I got, of course, plants and flowers and butterflies, because that's what I like. I really do need to branch out. So the stash videos, I may do like one every couple weeks or something, because part of my concern was some of those. And what I noticed yesterday as I was dealing with all the boxes, sometimes after an unboxing, I wasn't the neatest at putting stuff away, so I tried to fix all that, because I wanted to stack the boxes instead of lay them vertically. They were vertically in my closet, all leaning on each other and falling over and all that. But I wanted to lay them flat horizontally, which means I had to go fetch all the little stickers for the end of the box so I could look across them and figure out what was what. So I was digging in the boxes and stuff, and one of the things that worries me a little bit about doing a stash video is that I prefer the ones where I can see the canvases instead of a picture in a logbook or an album. And when I was pulling them out to find the little stickers and putting them away, I noticed that some of the sticker sheet for kitting up on some of those stickers are very fragile, and they try to peel off just by barely handling some of those. And so I have to be very careful to pull out all those canvases again. I did find like 3 of them that had never been opened, that were still completely sealed. I thought I had at least opened all of them. I had not. I found a few that were completely sealed. I found an older butterfly kit that I had bought on a D-stash. I didn't know how old it was. I just know I hadn't seen it, and it was a person that was needing to get rid of stuff to pay bills, or at least that's what the story was. You never know if that's a real story or if they're looking for a marketing technique, but I don't worry about that. I just look through, and if there's something I really want, I get it. If not, I move along. But I did see that butterfly, and it was a really good deal. I think I paid maybe $30 for this older butterfly kit. It was completely sealed when I got it. So, oh, wow, that was a close one. Did you see that? Oof. So I knew when it arrived, I didn't really have to check it because it was still sealed. So I finally got around to opening that box last night, and it was an old enough kit that it was a Diamond Art Club. It was old enough that it didn't have stickers. I'm not sure if that was a sheet that was just uncut stickers, but it didn't even look like it was a sticker sheet at all. It was just the numbers and symbols that you cut out in, I guess, tape. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my drink. I've been talking too long. But in any case, that's the first time I've seen one that didn't have a sticker sheet from Diamond Art Club. So that tells me how old that kit is. So that'll be interesting, because I'll get a chance to see what some of their older drills were. And I'm kind of debating, so you guys can let me know if you're still here listening, because it's been a while. Let's see what time. It's 38 minutes. I'll probably cut this off, maybe about 45 minutes. But do you want to see my ancient kits? And by ancient, I mean, oh, let me try to do this without snapping this off. Those type. I started diamond painting, I think I've said before, in about 2017. And about the only place you could buy a big, amazing diamond painting was on AliExpress. And some of those, well, most of them, all of them, no, most of them. Some are like Old Masters type art or whatever, or Shutterstock or public domain, but most of them are licensed artwork that was stolen, but that's how you bought things back then in 2017 with the diamond painting world. Anyway, I have some of those canvases left. I haven't given up on them yet, but I'm curious, do you guys want to see those in a stash video? Or are you not interested? Because I'm kind of torn. I have mostly licensed stuff. I have like two different, I'm a dichotomy here. I have the licensed stuff. And I do agree that licensing is important, but as you've seen on some of my unboxings for budget stuff, I also have unlicensed stuff that comes from some budget companies. And I do test out some things that do come from companies that do sell unlicensed stuff, because I look at it as it shouldn't be a craft for the elite, and so do what you need to in order to enjoy the craft. I think it should be open to everybody, and if budget friendly is all you can do, then that's perfectly fine, and that's why I'd like to show you some options. But all that to say that I've been torn a little bit on what to show you guys in these stash videos and what to not, because I have not shown you purposely some of my older paintings that I bought on AliExpress because of the licensing issue. But if you're not too offended by that and understand that I bought these years ago, then I will show them and let you see what you think, because a couple of them you will recognize. For artists, some of them are like used to be jigsaw puzzles, and some of them are old maps, and there might even be a Star Wars one or two, and a couple others. So I don't want to turn people away from my channel, although, you know, I am who I am, and I'm not going to throw them away just because I bought them at a time when I didn't fully understand all that, and at a time when there wasn't a whole lot available. So I would still like to show them to you if you're interested in seeing them. So I know that there's a lot of controversy, there's a dichotomy out there, but let's all just come together and understand that crafting should be for everybody, and it should be an enjoyment, and let's just do the best we can to find what number sticker we're looking for here. I don't want to get all preachy and all that, but I do have diamond paintings that interesting. I wonder what I did there, because this sticker is already used up. I only used these for kitting up for this, and I went, oh, I know what I did. I grabbed it from the pile of overflow. You guys had watched me. I bet sure they were shouting at me, saying, no, you already did that color. Yes, I did that a little while ago. I think I hear my hubby's truck driving up. Their races may be over, and the dogs are going to go barking once they figure out. He drives a pickup truck that can be kind of loud, so it's probably coming around the corner here soon. So I'm going to let you guys go at this point. I know this wasn't very exciting, but thank you for keeping me company and listening in. I don't think I had a whole lot of interesting stuff to talk about. Hopefully next time I will. And I appreciate your audience, and I appreciate you helping out my channel. It's been crazy how it's been growing, and I do appreciate every one of you. I love all the comments. I need to even answer more comments because they continue to pile up. I've got some regular viewers. I know you guys are out there and you comment for every one of my videos, and I do appreciate it. And I hope that for any new subscribers or new visitors, that you might want to hang around here and look at more interesting diamond painting content than this. I know this isn't for everybody. I'm just pouring diamonds into bags here and trying to keep track of it all. But I do appreciate the viewership. I'm not going to beg people to like, subscribe, all that. That's up to you on whether you want to do that or not, but it does make the visibility of my channel show up on more news feeds. That gets more people. And for those of you putting up with the ads on my channel, I appreciate that as well, because that is how the channel does get a little bit of revenue that will continue to allow me to buy more diamond paintings for you guys to show. And that's why I think you guys should have some say in what I show you. So what companies out there have you not seen? What kind of diamond painting? Whether it's 3D type stuff, special drill stuff, certain canvases. I need to branch out, as I've seen from my stash inventory. So let me know if there's something out there that you're just curious of but afraid to buy because you weren't sure how good it is. And I'll see what I can do for you, because you guys are the reason that I have this channel and that it keeps on going. So boy, this is a really long way. I guess that wasn't my hubby's truck because he would have been in by now. So this was a really long way for me to say goodbye. I'll be back tomorrow probably, if not Monday or Tuesday, with something more to show you guys, because I really want to get up and start my Circuit Buddha from Jacoby Art and the one with the diamond art. I'm now excited about that one since I saw the principal diamond painter has just unboxed and is starting one as well. I won't be alone in my journey on that one, and I'd really like to get one done from that company. I know smaller ones people have done and they've worked out just fine. So that's what I'm hoping for, is a good finish. And this one, who knows? I'll at least have it kit up so I can put it away properly. And it'll wait for a rainy day or someday when I need to pick me up or something, or take me down because of the black and white. No, I shouldn't say that. But I really think if the one with the diamond art would maybe cut back a little on the number of colors for the Josephine walls, I think the artwork would still come out spectacular. But 200 colors, if they can do that on a color canvas, as they've shown with those, 200 colors would probably be plenty. I mean, Diamond Art Club managed some of theirs with only 60 or 70 colors, so it would be really cool to see those come out as color printed canvases. So, and I think they'd be more accessible to a lot more people that way. So thank you for watching. I will get out of your hair now. And I'll come up with something else here coming up tomorrow. Good luck with your weather. Enjoy your weekend. And as I try to remember to say sometimes, because I don't take notes usually, be kind to yourselves and be kind to others. And your world will probably be a happier place if you can take a deep breath. And even though times get frustrating, you can't control what happens, but you can control how you react. So kindness goes a long way. So we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.